I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Ooh, yeah. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Ooh, yeah. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Ooh, yeah. Crystal Mitchell, do you have my business plan?
Everyone.
Just
review the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. And Crystal, where have you been?
I've been gone forever, haven't I?
Oh, man, I missed you so much.
I know. I was gone for the whole entire, it seems like the whole entire month of July.
I know. This is like a husband not seeing his wife for months.
I know. I ran away.
I was beginning to worry that you went to somebody else.
No, it was just really, really busy. And, I had the graduation and the Mount SAC classes.
Yes.
And so that graduation was on the 26th. So I finished up those classes. I was in Baltimore the first weekend of July, came back. And as soon as I got back, then I was ready for the nifty classes, the entrepreneur classes. And then soon as that was over, I was on a plane back to Baltimore for the ATA Tennis Championship. But guess what?
What?
So out of the 10 young people that were in the NFTE program, all of them were working. So actually, one of them, I referred her to one of my colleagues. So he's excited about interviewing her. She's excited about being interviewed.
All of them are working?
All of them are working.
Holy
Isn't that
moly,
amazing?
that's amazing. Crystal, you are doing some great work here. You're doing phenomenal
So that
work.
was really, really cool. And then I come back and somebody was offering me a position, but they wanted me to full-time, and I can't do full-time.
we don't do full-time. We don't work for folks.
Well, it's been very lucrative, but I don't do full-time.
That's right.
But I was able to refer another friend of mine's over. So they're excited about their interview.
Man, this is unbelievable.
Super busy. And then the last week I was at the ATA, which is the American Tennis Association.
Yeah.
Wow. We met royalty. We met legacies.
That's what was Serena Williams there?
Serena wasn't there, but met her dad, and her dad was actually honored. He was he received he was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
That's great.
Yeah,
that is great. You don't hear that much, having a father or family member being inducted, especially in African American. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because look what he did.
That is rare.
mean, he did some amazing things.
He disrupted the game.
Yeah.
He disrupted that whole industry right there.
Yeah, he did. He did. So
That's
he
phenomenal.
came out and he worked with the kids. He hit with the kids a couple times, and so they had a great time. So we got some phenomenal pictures. I met a lady when I first got there, because we came in and we were all in our uniforms. We were dressed. It was like we were the talk of
the
whole thing. And the kids were in their warm-up suits. It was all navy blue and white. And on the first day, we went to the opening ceremony, and we had to wear whites, our tennis whites, and so they were in their tennis whites. So they were just like, "Where'd you guys come from? Where'd you get those uniforms?" And so they were really cool about that. And then so I met a lady that actually had won the ATA in 1964, and she was the reigning champ in 1970.
Really?
And she also beat out she got a audit years ago when the ATA first started, which is the Black Tennis Association, because we couldn't play with the white people.
Right.
So when you won the ATA, you were deemed the best black player in the country, and then you got an automatic invitation to the Open.
Really?
And so she played in the Open.
Wow.
She went to Morgan State and she beat the men. And she still beat them all up. Beat the men, so she still holds that reigning championship. So I was teasing her. I said, and to think they were saying that Serena wasn't as good as a man. She goes, I was good as all the men.
Oh yeah.
And she goes, and nobody has broken my record.
I hear that. That's phenomenal.
So that was pretty cool.
That is phenomenal.
And so we got pictures of her and Zena Garrison. She was there.
Oh yeah.
With her, she's got a program, and so her coach coach was there.
Yes.
It was just awesome. These kids.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So the kids were in heaven.
The kids were in heaven.
They were meeting royalty for the first time.
They met royalty. Some of them, two of them got offers to Morgan State.
Oh, great.
Scholarships.
That is amazing. Was it the first place and the second place that got that? Or?
No, these were just kids that they won second and third place, but they hadn't even won yet.
Wow.
We were just at the campus, and
That's
they were
amazing.
playing,
That is
and
amazing.
the head coach saw them, and he said he invited them over to tour the campus, and then after he did that, he had them play with the top tennis player at the school, and then they beat them, and he's like, okay, he offered them both scholarships.
You don't know how much you're warming my heart right now. This is just phenomenal. Because it's happening to me that way because of you. I mean, you're doing great things for these kids. I don't know if you realize the power that you're bringing to this table. You are doing some great things for those kids. You see what I'm saying?
Well, it's just what I do.
Because we don't know of anyone else who's doing what you're doing. No one else. You see what I mean?
Well,
phenomenal.
No one else is giving up their free time. Yeah,
that's true.
Right,
That
exactly.
is true.
And
That
go
is
spend
true.
a whole 9 days.
That is true.
And it was so funny because we had 14 kids.
Yes.
Ages from the age of 9 to 18.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome. There's these 2 little girls that are out of Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah. You would have thought you saw Serena and Venus playing.
Yeah.
These girls were bad. And one of them, she wasn't even tall as the net. And she was playing the net, and she was slamming every time the ball came. She was slamming, and the other one was taking. They were awesome.
That's
so they
amazing.
won first place.
That is amazing.
Yeah, so it was really cool.
I am
Yeah, so it's real cool. And in that, I even got to go into D.C.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the fathers, one of the kids on the team, he actually works for Tesla Foundation.
Oh, wow.
So we got to talking and realized we were on some same committees with Sharon Evans.
Oh, yeah?
He's on the policy committee, and I'm on the economic. Did not know
Did
that.
not know
so
that.
we got to talking, and so he made arrangements for us to go into D.C. to meet Aaron and Jackson from Milken Institute.
Oh, yes.
So we sat down, we had a long conversation and talked about what we were doing and about the show and what was going on here in Los Angeles. And that initiative is for Baltimore and Los Angeles.
Yes,
so he was kind of giving us an update what's going on in Baltimore, because their situation is far more extreme than ours.
An extreme in a good way or a bad way?
Oh, not in a good way.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the housing there.
They're cutting budgets and all kinds of funding.
They have. We have a larger population of small business owners, and we have a lot more programs that support our businesses. Right. There, the poverty level is so much more intense than ours. We were driving through town. Baltimore has some very interesting parts of Baltimore that you have to be real careful in Baltimore. Yeah. So we're driving down we went to the museum, the African Black Museum, which was awesome. Yeah. So we're driving on the big charter bus, and we're coming through this area, and all these row houses, because that's what they have in Baltimore, row houses, right? Really? And they're all boarded up. Wow. And all dilapidated, and the roofs are caving in. But then one could be caved in, and then somebody's living in the one next door to it. It literally should be condemned.
Wow.
And then we're driving, and like, look at this. They're boarded up with satellite TV dishes on the outside.
Yeah.
so people were living inside with their satellite. It was interesting, and people out in the street. And I don't know. Have you ever seen the show The Wire?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just like it is in The Wire. Is exactly how it is in Baltimore.
That is
in different pockets all throughout the city. So that was so we were talking about that, and so their needs are very different than our needs, and we think that situations that we have are extreme, but no, theirs is much extremer. But they're smaller and consolidated, so they have people a little bit more hands-on because we're kind of more spread out. And so that was went to Milken. We spent the morning there, and then in the afternoon we went to the I think it's called the liaison for the Mayor Garcetti's office in Washington, D.C. So he's like our lobbyist.
Right.
His name is Charles Small. So we dropped in on him and had some conversation on what was going on in silly L.A.
Good.
So mix a little business
That's
with pleasure.
good. I like that.
Yeah,
I
so
like
we're gonna
that.
get him on the
Now he
show.
knows who you are.
Knows who we are, so
That
we're
is
going to
good.
get him on the show.
Yeah. Oh, great. Great. So does he live in Washington?
He lives in D.C.
Okay, so when is? Oh, you're going to do it.
So we can do
satellite.
a Skype with him, or even if he comes into town.
Yes.
But
yes.
he's the direct link between Garcetti, Mayor Garcetti, and Washington, D.C.
That's amazing.
So that was pretty cool. So we got in. He was on his way to the Capitol, and he says, "Oh, wait a minute, I'll sit and talk to my constituents."
Yes.
I was a constituent.
I love that. I've never been called a constituent.
No,
before,
never.
So I can't wait for my share of that.
To be talking to, so you'd be the constituent.
Constituent.
He told someone, I'll be there shortly. Some constituents dropped in. I'm going to have a conversation with them. Like, well, I feel important.
That's amazing. For those of you who are just tuning in to the Business Zone, you're listening to the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, the small business paramedic. If you want to call in and give us a call, give us your opinion, ask us any question about small business issues, our number here is 323-293-3375. That's 323-293-3375.
So what have you been up to?
Oh, man. I've been up to so many things, Crystal. It's unbelievable. You know, I've been operating in like an hour and a half or 2 hours of sleep.
Oh, my God.
And I'm just wondering when I'm going to just keel over.
Well, why so little bit of sleep?
Because I've got so many things going on. See, at night when I decide to sleep, I can't sleep. So then I start working. And then when I start working and it gets to like 4:35 in the morning, then that's when I want to sleep. And I only get to sleep for an hour and a half or two.
Oh, you're going to do something different, man. That is not going to work.
It's not going to work. It's crazy.
You have to. Do you have an exercise program? What do you do?
I don't, and I need one of those.
Yeah, you need one of those.
Yeah, I need one of those to knock me out and make me go to sleep.
So you have to take out time for self.
Yes. Now, did I talk to you since I went to Vegas?
The graduation?
Yeah.
No. We were both gone at the same time.
Well, we had the graduation on the 27th of July, and that was amazing. I put some pictures up on Facebook.
Yeah, I think I saw those.
Yes. But that was amazing. We had about 14 graduates who graduated from the Contract Readiness Training Program, and we met a gentleman there from the Economic Development Department of Las Vegas, and they've got some projects going on. So we're thinking that he's going to try to connect some of these guys with those opportunities since they graduated the program. So we're looking forward to that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're trying to get that connected. And I have a class coming up next week Thursday.
Oh, back in Vegas?
No, here.
Oh, okay.
Downtown with the LA Latino Chamber. So I'll be teaching a class called Marketing and Business Development.
Oh, okay.
And then on the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, I'm gone. I'm going to be upstate, Sonoma.
Okay.
Sonoma County. So we have the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce annual convention.
Okay.
So, and they have a Hispanic Shark Tank on the 24th, and guess who's going to be on it?
Oh, you're on the panel.
Ta-da!
Oh, wait a minute. Are you part of the...
I'm gonna pitch.
Oh, fantastic!
I'm gonna pitch my baby.
Oh, good for you!
I'm gonna pitch my baby because last year I was there, and the people were pitching. I'm going, come on, I can do better than this.
Wow, fantastic!
Oh yeah. So I fill out my application and I make some calls and say, hey, put me in.
Okay.
So they did.
Oh, good.
So now I'm gonna be on that.
So you practicing?
Well, I practice it every day. Well, Bank of America is going to be one of the panelists.
Okay.
And there's 3 others. I don't remember. I think they're entrepreneur business owners.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Well,
I mean, we've been pushing Small Biz Pro for the longest time, so I could close my eyes and tell them about the program.
Yeah. And it's time, and then you do that one, then you can do some others.
Oh, yeah,
so
exactly.
That'd be really, really cool.
And
fantastic.
even if I don't get funded, then at least the word will get out and people will know about Small Biz Pro.
Right, exactly.
So that's really what I'm looking forward to. And I've also spoken with an attorney, a business attorney advisor over on the west side, over by Jassandra's part of town. And, I pitched Small Biz Pro to him. He loves it. you know.
Well, it's a program that everybody should be jumping onto, and it's very beneficial for a
And for those of you who are listening and you don't know what Small Biz Pro is, Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement assistance, and market research assistance system that I've developed over the last 9 years to help small businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. In essence, what I mean is that you can upload your documents to the system and you can access them in 10 seconds or less from anywhere in the world.
Good pitch, huh?
Yeah. Pretty much.
So yeah, there you go. So that'll be fantastic. Well, I am sure compared to some of the businesses that I've heard pitch out there that yours is be first class.
Yeah, plus I'm gonna show them how it works, so that's gonna even make it better.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Well, good.
I'm very excited.
And as you should be. You've put a lot of work into.
And then I'm going back to Vegas again on the 30th and the 31st. So I'll be teaching 2 classes on communication, effective communication for contractors.
Okay.
So that's going to be good too. So I'm thinking there's a few Fridays I won't be here.
Right. So I'll have some co-hosts. I'll pull in some people.
Again, we're going to be separated. So I'm going to be having withdrawals again.
Only to be from you this time, not me. I'm
You're here to stay now?
August is basically going to be meetings and connections with people that have been trying to catch up with me for the last 2 months.
Very good.
And I got a couple people. Felicia, I'm going to teach her how to use QuickBooks.
Oh, good.
and her co-mate right next door, Dale, I'm going to teach him how.
That's great. That's excellent.
Some other referrals that I've received from Business Solutions Center.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I love that. That's very good.
Yeah, and then I'm working with Cherie Franklin, who's going to be on the show next week.
Oh, yes.
And on the cannabis initiative. So that's going to be huge.
Actually, I did some research on that. There are 2 shows that I saw. I think it's one on CSNBC or something like that. CNBC. And one of them is about the cannabis business, which I kind of started recording it late because I'm in the middle of it. I'm enjoying it, right? And then I start thinking about you, and I'm going, wait a second, I should be recording this. So I recorded it as much as I can. It's an amazing industry.
Oh, it's going to be phenomenal.
They're talking a lot of great things about it. Also, The Prophet, right? Mm-hmm. The Prophet, he had a show, and he was talking about the marijuana business, and they're talking about all these businesses up in San Francisco involved in it. There's a doctor, right? Mm-hmm. He spent over $30 million on the business, and he's built it up so much that now he's thinking that it's worth $120 million. He's looking to sell it.
Yeah.
And they do it so differently, Crystal, that the product that they marinate from it, it's not like weed and stuff like that. It's like cookies and cakes edibles. And edibles. Exactly.
So and that's what they're looking at. They got edibles. They got the seeds. They got everything. But the best thing about it is that there was an assemblyman. His name is Reginald. I want to say it's Smith Jones. He's actually gotten legislation passed that our people that have gone to jail for weed and now who have eligibilities to be able to own businesses in that area.
Yes.
So it's like a reparations kind of
That's
thing.
Amazing.
So they're really working on that. Yeah. Hey, Keith, they're really working on that from our standpoint and trying to bring more of us in from different aspects. And, and there are some people who think, it's done so much the disaster or the problems in our community, but it's not the product, it's the policing of the product.
Right.
But other people have been making money off of it all this long. So now that opportunity. So Cherie is going to be on. She has an accelerator program called Think and Grow Lab and very involved with the mayor's office. So they're going to use some of the proceeds because it's heavily taxed, like 36% tax on it.
That's huge.
So they're going to use some of those proceeds toward training and job training and homelessness to tackle the homelessness problem, and I think on young people.
That's great.
So that's really where everything is supposed to be going.
That's amazing. I am excited about that.
Yeah. So we got to keep staying on touch with it.
I can't wait for you to get started with that, and all of us get
Yeah, so we can get, and this will definitely be a valuable part.
Oh, definitely, because they're going to need to learn how to run their business, and this is what's going to give them that edge, so they can learn how to do that.
Exactly, and so I'm bringing us in as consultants.
Good.
So we can do the financial consulting, the operations control, because all of that. All of the licensing is predicated on all of these regulations.
Right.
So I told her we're bringing in our team, so we'll have to have a sit down and have a conversation and bring that in. I have somebody that does HR, and we can bring in some other people, me, and we're going to make a killing.
I'm excited. I am excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool.
It's about time we start controlling our domain.
We definitely have to.
Yeah.
So I'm excited today. So some of those youth programs and things that I do, July is my philanthropy month, I guess. That's where I give back. And so some of those things some of those programs I worked on, we have a young lady in the studio today that won the first prize.
I can't wait to talk to her.
From the NFTE Program, the BizCamp.
Yes.
And then we have Miss Kim Smalls from the NFTE Program herself. She's going to tell us about that.
The coordinator.
She's the director, coordinator. So we're going to talk to them after our break.
That's amazing.
And when I was back east, one of the things that when I was at Milken was, and this is something that you and I have to talk about, they were really interested in programs and entrepreneurial programs that were designed to help young people.
Well,
and they did not know about the NFTE program, even though there's an office there, right? Yeah, so I kind of let them know that, and they're like, we didn't know about this.
Well, we need to build out those programs some more and, gain sponsorship, funding.
And that's one of the things they were asking, did we have an arm where we actually had investors that could invest into the youth
See, that's what's
businesses.
Missing right now.
Yeah, that's the part that's missing, so we got to have that conversation.
See, in China, they start teaching these kids from 4 or 5 years old, about business, career, and all of those things. We don't do that with our kids.
And my friend from Tesla Foundation, that's one of their initiatives that they're looking at is identifying youth that have businesses that they can start funding or helping fund, especially in the sciences and the sustainables and so forth. So definitely have to have that conversation.
I am very curious to hear.
They were really excited about that when I met with them.
Definitely. And Crystal, it's been our anniversary.
I know.
We haven't done anything to celebrate, so we've got to work on a show that we're gonna use to celebrate our anniversary. So it's now August? So it's a month.
Actually, a month to the date.
Yes.
We're now 1 year and one month old.
So we got to do something, perhaps in October, maybe?
Yeah, because you'll be back, and I start back Mount Sac in late September, but that won't affect anything.
So let's work on doing something. We may want to do like some kind of remote show or something like that where we can get some movers and shakers involved as well.
Well, you do know that they are having the cannabis convention in September.
Oh, really?
Down at the convention center.
Oh. Think you can get a slot there too?
We might have to look into it because that's some business opportunities.
Yes.
So we'll have to look into it. I saw that.
That sounds like a plan.
So I think it's the 15th through the 17th or the 18th or something like that. So you should be back, and we'll just plan on it.
Definitely. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and take a break and bring in our special guest because I'm anxious to see what my champion here has to say and what Miss Kim has to offer us. So let's go ahead and take a break. You're on the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, the small business paramedic. Take a break.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop, and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
So we're back in the studio. This is the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, the small business paramedic. Crystal, who do we have in the studio today?
Well, we have Miss Hana Chun, and she was the winner of the NFTE the Los Angeles Urban League Nifty BizCamp that we do every summer. And she had a phenomenal business plan, and she's going to tell us all about it in a minute. But it was from the moment we talked about what it meant to be a business, an entrepreneur, and I take them from step. They had no idea.
Right.
They were no concepts, no anything. So they were like neophytes.
So you took them from baby stage all the way up.
And molded them into entrepreneurs in 10 days.
Wow. That's phenomenal.
That's 10 days.
That's
but
phenomenal.
Really, their plan was actually had to be done by day 7.
Wow.
And then they had to practice on pitching that on day 7, 8, 9, and then on 10 they actually presented.
You know what's amazing about that, Crystal? A lot of full-fledged entrepreneurs who's been in business for 10, 20 years, they can't do that.
No.
They cannot do that.
These kids are awesome,
You see what I'm saying? That's why I can't wait to hear. Now, for our audience that's listening, you want to tell them what NFTE is and what
NFTE
it's about?
is the Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship, and it's for young kids from the age. Well, our program sometimes is at 14, but that's not the age.
Middle school, high school.
Middle school, high school. So Miss Kim here is the director of NFTE. She's brand new to us.
Beautiful,
right?
beautiful.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Business Zone.
Thank you for having me. This is such a treat.
Yeah, and so the NFTE program, I've been working with it for the last 4 years. The Urban League has had the BizCamp for the last a total of 13 years. And then this year was our first time working with Kim, and that was our first time doing the camp together.
I learned a lot from you guys. They're better.
That's amazing.
So she can tell us more about what the program is about and where it covers, and then we're going to turn all our attention over to the star over
To
here.
la campeón.
So tell us about the NFTE program and how it got started and what's the mission and the goal behind it.
It started with our founder, Steve Mariotti, and he was working. The story goes is he was jogging through Central Park, was mugged, and severely banged up from this mugging, and really took an emotional toll on him. And he sought help to get through this, and his therapist suggested that he go and work with the young population that needed him the most. And so he went and he started teaching, and he saw the need to bring out the entrepreneurial skills in his students. They had that mindset. It just needed some developing.
So was he mugged by youth?
Yes. Yes, he was.
Oh, I see.
Yes, he was. Exactly. So that was his way of really overcoming that obstacle. And my goodness, 30 years later, here we are.
Amazing.
He has written countless books. He has written the curriculum. He's still very much involved with NFTE. We span 10 regions. I am the director of the Southern California region of the greater Los Angeles area. Last year, we ended with over 2,100 students, majority of them in Los Angeles Unified School District, and working in some charter schools and also a Hawthorne School District as well.
That's amazing.
So our mission is to really focus on students in the under-resourced communities that have that innovative spirit.
Yes.
And they have the mindset, and it just needs cultivating.
Yeah.
So we work a lot with the teachers and do a lot of teacher training to help. If you work with the teachers and you build their confidence, it will trickle down into their classrooms, and the students will have the same success. So it's a year-long program.
Right.
For especially our newer teachers, we suggest they do it for a year. It can be done in a semester. 2 weeks is amazing.
Wow.
But we owe it to Crystal because she is
a
phenomenal
she
teacher.
She is a trailblazer.
She really is. And she really worked hard with the students. But you had a good bunch of students.
Oh, this was actually, I have to, and I've done it so this is my second year as a certified teacher.
Yes.
Prior to that, I was an assistant. This was a good group. They were quick and fast, and so it didn't take a lot to get them on board, even though this is their first exposure to it. But they were really on board. And, we did something a little different this time where we wanted them to create a solution to a problem that our sponsor, American Airlines, had. And so they pretty much rose to that occasion, which is more unique than just starting a business.
Right. It really had to focus on the airline industry, and I think Hana did an amazing job of focusing her business. I mean, her business is needed greatly in the community, but she really tailored it so that American Airlines, the executives were there, and the pilot was there, and they really bought into it and understood how it was important to their organization.
And she was exceptional at it because I had said to them, I don't care how you guys work in American Airlines into your business.
Yeah.
And she just nailed it to the wall.
She really did nail it.
Did you tell them they can't beat up minorities anymore on the plane?
So, Hannah, why don't you tell us what your business is, and then he'll get and then you can nail it. You can show them how you nailed it for the American Airlines.
So my business name is Colored Greens, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Tower Gardens to sell really high quality fruits and vegetables at an affordable price.
And so the Tower Gardens produce about 10 pounds of...
Well, it produces 10 pounds per plant, but it can have up to 20 plants, so...
Right, and they're tall, and they fit in a small space.
Yeah, they're very space-saving. It's really efficient to use. They use not a lot of water, virtually no soil. It's, super productive to use. I don't know why not everyone's using them. They're amazing. But yeah, I'm going to sell them to underserved communities where they don't have access to organic food, or it's way overpriced.
Is that why they call it Tower Gardens? Because they're tall?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So without sharing your trade secrets, what was the problem that you decided to come up with a solution for?
The problem is that not a lot of people have access to the fruits and vegetables, and that creates even more problems like diabetes and just not being able to focus properly and just poor health in general. And when you have poor health, nothing else in your life is going right. And so then I was fixing that by selling the foods to them, making them available to everyone.
At affordable rates, right? So how did you tie that into the airline industries?
I basically told them that you can sell my product at your airlines, like either on the plane, because I know a lot of people complain about how airline food is
Exactly.
disgusting.
I'm one of those.
You travel a lot.
Oh, yeah, I travel a lot.
You know best.
Yeah, they give me those chips. I'm going, why am I getting chips?
Right.
And they can grow it like right in their airlines because it's really easy to do. You
Yeah.
can do it in a greenhouse or with
That's amazing.
high-powered lights. So yeah.
What we did, what Crystal did was took the kids on a field trip to the to LAX,
Yeah.
where they got sort of a behind the scenes tour
Yeah.
of how it operates.
Right.
And Hana honed in on Gate Gourmet, who provides the food for all of the airlines.
Wow.
And she really made it clear to American Airlines that if she sells to Gate Gourmet, then they'll be serving American Airlines passengers true organic food.
Oh, that's
And I mean,
amazing.
happy full bellies, they don't beat up the
Yeah, exactly.
passengers feel better.
Don't get beat down.
The flight attendants are happy. So happy sailing.
Did you tell them that?
She did an amazing job. Her personality really shined
That's
during her
amazing.
presentation.
So there's a couple of things. So I was sitting there, and the kids they were presenting. Everybody in the classroom had to show, so I could see what we needed to work on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I had cracked the whip at this point.
Uh-huh.
So everybody knew that playtime is over.
Yeah.
It is time to get to work.
Business, yeah.
So I looked down at Hannah because she was sitting right in front of me. I'm like, this young lady has a spreadsheet.
No. Very nice.
Whoa, man. I'm like, what do you have on this spreadsheet? I was totally impressed. At that point, she had one in my book.
That's amazing.
That is, her numbers, I want to make sure my numbers.
So she had her numbers on there.
She had
too.
her numbers on there.
So some of the numbers that you came up with, you did some research. So you're looking at how much it would cost to grow these fruits and vegetables, and how much it would take to market it, and how much it will cost to sell it.
Yeah. In comparison to like what other grocery stores are doing.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is.
Presentation.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So how did you find out what the other grocery stores are selling for? Did you go there?
So for I went to one store and looked, and then I looked at some of the, what is it, the newspapers that they send people, but then I found out that some of that stuff is just a way to get people into the store.
Right.
So then that wasn't.
So they
right.
lowered, it's like a bait and switch.
Yeah,
they lower
yeah.
the price to get them in.
Yeah. So then I just did general research about what the average is based on whatever I'm trying to find out.
Yeah.
It was loose numbers, but
Yeah.
they were there.
Right.
And
That's
she did it.
amazing.
She did a fantastic job. And so there were some young men that had a crush on her. She kicked them to the curb. It was time to get serious.
She
I
is
was
serious about her business.
That's
Good
what
for
I'm
you,
talking about.
Hannah.
I'm like, okay, this young lady's serious
Let them
about
know.
winning
They don't
this.
have time for that.
That's
She
what
didn't
I'm
have
talking
time, but all of the kids had some amazing ideas. I'll share some of them, but hers was something that was doable. And actually, in her presentation, she at her end, she even said, "When I win the $750,
That
this is what
confidence.
I'm going to use my money for,
That
so that
confidence,
she
that's
could get
right.
started." So she was really, but all the kids had some amazing ideas.
did. They really
We
did.
had one young man's name was Christopher, and his whole thing for solving a problem that American is, and it's so funny that it happened because when I came back from Baltimore, his idea would have been perfect.
Really?
So his idea were gates that you're in your aisle seat, right?
Yeah.
And so usually when the plane comes to a stop, everybody falls out into the aisle.
Yeah.
And they're ready to exit everybody at the same time,
Yeah.
right?
It's a
madhouse.
It's a madhouse.
Oh.
And so that his idea was a gate that would retract
Open
seat by seat.
sequentially,
Right.
That's amazing.
So when we went to American Airlines for the tour, actually the representative says that there are a lot of delays because of that. So for them, that made sense for them.
Yeah.
That's
And delays are
amazing.
costly.
And
for them.
delays are $1,000 a minute when they don't get.
Wow.
That's how much it costs for an airlines if you are late from your departure. It's
They don't like
$1,000
that.
a meeting. So they were all for that. So when I was coming coming back into LA, I don't know what's happened, but I guess the weather was bad, so all the planes were delayed. I was actually in the airport for 12 hours when I was coming back on Saturday. I got to the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I literally didn't get home until Sunday night at 11 o'clock.
Oh, so you were thinking about some of those.
So there was a guy that I met. He was trying to get to Manila for his buddy's wedding. He was the best man, and they had been in the military together. He was an older guy, and he was on a cane, and he was like, I'm not gonna make it, and the airlines wasn't being helpful, and so I said, go over there to United Customer Service and tell them that you were military, that you were in Bosnia, that wherever you were, you lay it on thick. And so when they came back, they said, okay, we're gonna get you a wheelchair, we're gonna help you get to, because he had to get to his connection. If not, he was gonna miss the plane, right? And so we're at the plane lands. The flight attendant says, can you guys please let our international passengers leave first because they got a connecting flight. Everybody fell into the aisle.
Didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
His idea would have worked.
Right. And I thought, whoa, that would be fantastic. They're going to lock all these people in. And here and I saw him coming. He's in the back. So I saw him trying to come up there, and he's got the cane. And finally, some people were moving out the way. And then, of course, they all followed back. And I said, excuse me, people. This gentleman who is in the military needs to get to the front of the plane to get off the plane. They were like, wow, that was nice. Like nobody had that concept. And so then they parted the ways. So this guy that was sitting next to me, this young girl just jumped out and she's grabbing her bag. And he says, did you not just hear them? And she goes, oh, I didn't hear. I didn't hear. And he says, they said it 17 times. I'm like starting an uproar. So that was one of the ideas.
That's amazing. That's a great idea.
Great idea.
Yes. And I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it as you're talking right now, because when we get to Vegas from here, everybody mad rush,
right?
And that would solve that problem.
That would solve that problem. And I think how old are you, Hannah?
16.
So she's 16. I think Christopher is like 14, 15.
Yes.
Then there was another young man that he wanted to take fuel. And I think it's called Fuel Environment, and use animal fat to reconvert and reprocess the oil so that you could save money on fuel for the plane.
Wow.
I know. And then one young lady, she vanity plates for children that were autistic.
Yes.
So that it would be identifiable if a police officer pulled them over, so that they would know how to communicate with them.
That is amazing.
Such thoughtful. Very social.
I got to bring in some of these kids into my business. So
I mean, these were the ideas that they were doing. Now, before the class, was that something that you had thought about, or?
Yeah. It wasn't something that I came up right then. I wish it was something that I could have come up with in 2 weeks, but it was something that I kind of been thinking about for a while, but I didn't know how to start anywhere or do anything. It was just an idea.
It usually starts with an idea.
Exactly.
And not knowing how to see it through.
Yeah.
Right.
And we had one young lady who has a business and just needed some fine-tuning on how to successfully run her business. I mean, she was successful already, but just how to take it to the next level.
Right.
Yeah, she had the organic nail polish.
Yes.
And she won, she came in third place.
Yes.
She was in Vegas this weekend, so that's why she's not here. And then the other young lady, Linda, who was second place winner, she had an application where it would bring interns together with corporations so they could find internships. And so that was her idea.
So, Hana, when you were doing this, did you have enough time to do a feasibility study on your idea? To see, a feasibility study is when you have an idea, you want to see if it's doable. You go out and you test it among people, you test it among groups, you test it with organization, and you test it with the population that's going to use it the most. So did you get a chance to go out there and test, your idea to say, okay, if we grow this, would you buy it? Would you like it? That type of thing?
No.
You didn't get a chance to do that. Yeah, with what, 10 days?
Yeah,
10
she only
days.
had
That's a
7.
short amount of
Yeah,
time.
with
Yeah,
10
7
days.
She did an incredible job for just
Yeah.
10 days. But
Yeah.
again, she had an incredible teacher. But
Yeah.
for our students who definitely take this course in a year, they are able to have that
This is
opportunity.
amazing.
Right.
This is
Now,
amazing.
Hannah is now eligible to participate in Startup Summer next year, right?
She is, because she has taken a nifty course. Yeah. So if you want to dive deeper with your business, then we offer an 8-week course. It's usually held at USC. It's sponsored by Citi, and there's some awesome perks with that 8-week
Is it
startup
paid?
summer.
Is
It
it
is
paid?
paid.
Oh.
The students receive a $1,000 stipend, and they receive a
Don't
laptop.
they get a laptop? Yeah.
They receive a laptop. We are very, very generous sponsors in Citi, and really, really work hard to build the entrepreneur, the youth entrepreneur. On Thursday night actually, we had our Wednesday night. We had our investment panel, which culminated our startup summer camp, and students had an opportunity to win $10,000, up to $10,000 in seed money. And we had a young man from Hamilton High School, recent graduate, who had taken the Nifty course for a year and decided, you know what, I want to continue on. So he did the 8-week startup summer. He was very disappointed that he didn't make it through the semifinals to make it on to the finals.
Right.
But he actually took home $4,000.
Wow, that's great.
He builds and creates guitars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the judges were very impressed. So yes, she will have the
So
opportunity.
we will work with you if that's something you want to do. Because now she goes on to regionals, right?
No, she does not.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, she does not. No.
So that's when she goes through startup.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She can go through startup to again win more seed money for her business.
Is
Oh,
it
okay.
something you want to do, Hana?
Yeah,
You want
for
to go
sure.
on?
Well, she's a Nifty alum now, so
Yeah.
we will send out.
Is it automatic
It
that
is
they go?
automatic that they
Okay.
become Nifty alums, and we'll
Okay.
reach out to our alums who haven't taken the startup summer camp and see if they're interested in applying.
So as an alumni, they automatically get enrolled in that follow program.
No, they don't.
It's not automatic.
Because there are only 20 students that we're able to serve. They
Right.
have to apply,
Okay.
and we select.
And when they apply, what do they present? Do they present their capabilities of being able to participate in that program?
They have to fill out an application, get a recommendation, write a few essays, talk about their business, talk about their business plan, how they want to use this summer to work hard on building their plan.
This is great.
Yes.
This
So
is
is that
great.
something you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Well,
we
I
will.
want to let you know that Crystal and I are available to you. If you really want to hone in on some of our expertise, we can share that with you.
And resources.
And resources.
I know Crystal brought in, I was there for one very impressive speaker who was, oh my goodness, she had us in stitches, but she really had them on the edge of their seat
Really? What
and
did she talk
engaged
about?
You
them.
know Carolyn Hines.
Oh, Carolyn.
Yes, she's so
Oh,
funny.
yes.
You know Carolyn. She's hilarious. She's amazing.
hilarious, but she was so truthful and
Yes,
honest and gave
yes.
such great feedback
Yes,
to the
yes,
students.
yes.
I loved it.
Yes.
I absolutely loved listening to her.
Yes, definitely.
And then I actually have spoken to a couple people about your business and the concept, and so some potential investors.
Yes. That's great.
to move
That
it
is
forward.
great.
That's
Yeah,
great.
so we will work with you.
That's
Awesome.
great.
Yeah, and then that concept idea is now
It
a
doesn't
reality.
stop here, Hana.
And you've got the plan to support it, right?
Yes.
That's
So
great.
since you already had the idea, and then we start talking, as we started building on what it took to take that concept and create it into an actual business, when did it click for you that this was going to become a reality?
Like, this is something that I could actually do. Probably not until, like, the very end. Like,
Okay.
it was, I had a lot of doubts starting. I was just like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try my best. But I
Good.
highly doubt that this will go anywhere. And then when it was at the end, I was like, oh, all right. That's something I can do.
So she presented, and I had already seen her business plan, and she had already presented for me.
Yeah.
So when she came back, our intern said, There's a young girl in the hallway. She's just broken down. I was like, well, who is that?
I know.
So I come out and I see it's her. I'm thinking, Hana? and I was trying to like put that into a concept. Like, she's the most confident one here.
It was all fake. I was faking until I make it. I didn't have any confidence going into it. And even on my second presentation, it was all fake confidence. I was so nervous and worried and scared. And then as soon as the first presentation ended, just like all of my emotions that I was like suppressing for like 2 weeks just like came pouring out, and it was awful.
That's good. That's good that
she's passionate.
Yeah, she had a mouth, and I'm like, okay, it's all right, sweetie. I'm not sure what's going on here, but
I didn't know what happened. The judges, what did you say to her?
Right, exactly.
And Kenny was one of the judges. He's like, she was phenomenal.
That's what I had heard, that she was amazing. I'm thinking, okay, well, are you crying because you know you won? Because I don't know what's happening, but are you crying because you won?
The passion comes out. Your hard work show through, and I could tell that you'd worked hard and you'd given it your all. And we appreciate that. I mean, that's a true entrepreneur.
That's
she put everything she had, and at the end, that was what happened after she presented.
And sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. So that is not unusual.
That's what it's about. Yeah, that's what it's about. But she had. I was like, I'm thinking it was somebody else, and then I go like, huh? Okay.
It's also just like presenting, because it was 3 judges the first time, so presenting in front of such a small group is really nerve-wracking. Like, I'd much rather present in front of like 200 people than 2 people.
Oh, okay.
It's just so...
Because you think they're going to be a lot more critical.
Or they're just so quiet. Like, there's no...
See, that's the thing about judges. You don't know what they're thinking. They've got that look on their face. Like, you don't know if they're judging you, even though they're judges.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're judging you, what they're thinking about you, if they're loving what you're giving them.
Yeah. They're just like,
she had Kenny.
Yeah.
So she really wasn't. She was like stone-faced. I mean, she had some couple of the women, you know, they were giving away their, ain't they cute?
Yeah. Kenny's being serious, but he is serious about it. He goes through those financials really quickly, so he spots errors quickly. And he calls you right out on it.
Is he a banker?
He is, no, but he does have a financial backing. But he is our manager of programs for NFTE, so he works with all of our teachers in the greater Los Angeles area.
He actually certified. I think
and he's a trainer. He's a NFTE trainer.
He trained us. But you were here when he was on the show. It was like the beginning of with the young man.
With Brandon, our intern from Harvard.
Oh, no, I wasn't here.
Oh, you weren't here. Okay, it was
Vegas.
just me. Oh, okay, Kenny. So he certified us as trainers to teach the program.
That's good.
And so he's right on top of it.
That's good.
And I had to tease him because the year last year he certified me, then his kids were in our program.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, okay, this is interesting. I'm teaching your children, and you just taught me. Okay.
Is this a test?
It is a test. Because he goes home and he grills those girls. What you learned?
So he obviously was impressed. So, but I've been doing the teaching, and it was so funny when I first started teaching NFTE. So I was 2 years ago, and when they told me that the kids were going to have a business plan in 10 days, like, no, they're not.
Yeah,
because I had adults.
Because we all know it takes at least 30 days.
Right, exactly.
At least 30 days.
At least, no, and I've had some that we're going on 3rd, 4th year, and they have been to every class I've ever had, and they didn't complete. So when they told me that, no, they're not. And then I had a class going on subsequent to me doing the NFTE program. My poor adults just got run over the coals. When I saw that these kids really did this in 7 days, there was no excuses for the adults. I don't even want to hear you guys. Because you guys have been working on this for, you got 12 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a 12-week program.
There's no excuse.
And these kids have 7, and they have no clue about business. So we were very impressed. It was a great group of kids.
Good job.
Very proud of you, Hana.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the tour that we did at American Airlines?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
So the kids got to go, we toured a 777.
Oh.
And
really?
when you walk in the door, you're coming into the business economy. And they're like, oh my God, their own private TV. It was international. And their own private compartments on the plane. And then they got the first class, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is awesome!"
I've never flown in one of those.
No, me neither.
Never.
I flew first class on a 777 Continental when it first came out. My girlfriend worked for the airline,
Really?
and so we got to fly from LA to Houston first class. But it's not like it is now because these are individual.
I saw the pictures.
Yeah,
they
was
were
awesome.
amazing.
It was
like
awesome,
little bed in an airplane.
That's
it's a really
good.
good motivation to start a business.
Be successful.
That's what I want to do. Right?
That's what you want to do, huh? Yeah.
So Hana, tell me, your dad, what type of work does he do?
My dad, he is the deputy mayor of Los Angeles.
Yeah. So did he try to help you with your business plan? Did he give you ideas?
He didn't know about it until after I won.
Really? Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
You kept it a secret from him that long?
Yeah, well, he doesn't live in like the same house,
Oh,
and also
okay.
just like I have a thing where I don't really like telling
You don't
news
share,
until
yeah.
I have good news.
Oh, I hear you. I hear
So
you.
yeah, but after he was very interested. He actually sent me like an invite that's happening soon, like next week, about like a food networking convention.
Oh, good. You should go.
Yeah,
You should go.
it's the same day as school starts, but I'm going.
Yeah, because you could meet so many people that could help your idea that takes it to the next level. So I would go. You know, sometimes I get invited to places and events, and you don't feel like going. You don't feel like going, but then you say, okay, I'm gonna go just to appease them. And when you go, you meet some of these people that really are important to you.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I was invited to this alumni event, UCLA alumni event, over at a Viceroy Hotel in Santa Monica. I didn't want to go. I hate going on the west side. I hate going on the west side. That traffic, it's 26 miles from where I live to over there, and then the traffic on the 10, I hated it. But then I met these people. I was telling you about that one lady I met. She's in Englewood. She knows about the stadium that's being built. I met this other gentleman. His name is Calvin. He is a president of their alumni association. So we were talking about the training that we do for small businesses and get them ready. Really? We need to talk. We need to do some training here.
Okay.
So I didn't want to go, but
It turned out
there might be an opportunity for us. So
Okay, well, definitely. No, you do meet some, you don't know until you actually sit down. Just like when I was in Baltimore, that wasn't the plan.
Yeah.
I just happened to, Keith and I just spent, when we went to the museum, we realized how much synergy we had on what I do and what he does in policy side, on the policy side. And we also found out that we have exactly the same people. I mean, he had just talked to Nolan Rollins, and he knew Sharon Evans, and so he's calling out these people like, I just had a conversation with these people last week. Who are you? And so then he's like, well, I'm going in to see Milken. You want to go with me?
Yeah.
Like, well, sure. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I bring any clothes for that? And so we took the train in. But you never know.
You never know.
Opportunities come up.
You never
and
know.
You have to be
check
prepared.
it out.
Yeah.
Check
and
it out.
especially with young people, I think there was a young man that just won the Food Network, the Junior Food Network competition. It was a pitch, and so this young kid, he's 11 years old, just won. So these are the type of opportunities.
Yes.
And this is an amazing concept.
Yes.
Being. For we're focused on our underserved communities having healthy foods and being able to grow something that's in a tower type environment, and especially with what's going on in Washington and the produce and the wall and all that sort of stuff. That's going to have drastic effects on our produce and the cost of our produce
That's
because they can't pick them,
Right.
and so the food is rottening on the
true.
vine. So now how do we replace that right at the present moment until this nut is out of the office?
Exactly. So for those of you who are just tuning in to the Business Zone, this is a great conversation we're having for small business here. We've got the amazing Hana over here, and she is our winner, nifty business plan writing. $750. And you too, entrepreneurs, can do it. Write your business plan in 10 days. And we've got Kim, the coordinator of the program director here. And of course, we've got my missing TV wife,
I'm back.
Queen Bee. We've got the Queen Bee here. So we're going to go ahead and take a break right now. But before we go, the phone number here is 323-293-3375. That's 323-293-3375. Give us a call if you have any questions, or if you just want to add any comments. You want to talk to Hana, that would be great. Let's take a break.
Okay.
Awesome.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Highest floor for a little tourist attraction to make some extra money, which we don't need because this only cost $10,000 to make because it was 3D printed. So it's just
That is
Welcome back to the Business Zone. This is
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan. We're here with two fabulous guests. We're here with Kim, the coordinator and program director of the NFTE program. And we've got Hana, our esteemed champion who won the business plan writing contest, and she won $750.
That she did.
Can I get a loan? So, Crystal, do you have more questions?
Well, actually, before we go on with our questions, there was a little sadness that we heard about yesterday. Another young lady that was in our class, her name was Amina Muhammad, and she passed on Sunday night.
Really?
Yeah, we got the message that she's 16 years old.
What happened?
And we're not quite sure. We do know that she had a lot of allergies because we had to be very cognizant of that when she was in the class. We had 24 kids or 25 kids in the classroom. Right. So we got to know each one pretty intimately, and when there are issues. So she was very cognizant about everything she ate during the class, but we're not sure. Her aunt, when she called to tell us, said that she went out with some friends, had some dinner, and then she came home. She seemed to be fine, health-wise, no healthy problems they knew of, and she went to sleep and didn't wake up.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty devastating.
That is devastating.
So they're having, our heart goes out to her family, and our prayers are with them, and the services are next week. So that was the only little downside to our camp. This is the first time I've ever experienced anything like that.
16.
I don't even have words for 16. And she was such an amazing young lady. When I was working with her, and I actually was her mentor doing it, because she was doing a cell phone case that was anti-radiation or something, and so we were talking about that and the legalities of that, and so I remember her saying, "Oh my God, I could really do this!" And it was like we had worked through some numbers, and we had gone and done some research with some other companies that were doing it, and I helped her, guide her through the research process. She goes, "Oh, I could really do this!" And then we had an opportunity to take them to KTLA news station.
Yeah, how did that go?
That was phenomenal. You know, it was a crazy day because I was out at Mount Sac, the graduation, and then I drove in from West Covina and went straight to Hollywood. In the afternoon. They were there like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Right. And so when we were coming out, some of the other kids, they were saying, "Would you guys like to be in the news media, in the newsroom to do the news?" And they showed them. It was actually pretty awesome. They took them from how the news was researched and how they have somebody is in the newsroom that does a segment, and then they showed the 2 anchors, and then the guy Kai that does the news, the weather. Yes. So they were interacting with the kids. So and then they took them on a tour. So when we came out, they were asking, and so the other kids like, "No, this seems like too much work." And she was saying, "No, I'd like to do this. Can I be an intern?" And that's what I last remember from her saying when we were walking. I can be an intern here. And so she goes, "I'm going to go home and I'm going to send a letter." Yeah. And so she was really enthusiastic.
She had a very supportive dad, too. He was there for the orientation.
Yeah, he was.
Was there at the finals to take video, not just of her, but
he took video for us for the final thing. So our heart goes out to her and her family, and prayers are with them. And I'll go to we'll go to the services and offer our our support to the family. So that was the only downturn.
That's amazing.
So Miss Hana, so school starts soon?
Exactly 1 week.
1 week.
Yeah.
You ready to go back?
No.
What grade are you going to be in?
11.
11. Okay.
So did you, what was your highlight of your summer?
I'd say winning 750.
That's the right answer.
Hana was really dedicated. I mean, she just didn't come straight to Nifty. She's a cross-country runner, and she'd have early morning practices.
Oh.
And we'd head over.
And she came in on Uber.
So that's determination, you know. When you find that grit, you really you've got it. You got it made, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's part of being an entrepreneur. You do it. It doesn't always come easy, and you sometimes got to have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
But then you can appreciate the win a lot more.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. She did very well in the presenting to the and they were really grilling her. Maynard.
Yes.
Maynard is
Maynard Brown is a teacher at Crenshaw High School who brought Nifty to Los Angeles.
Okay.
And served as a teacher representative on our board and has been just a tremendous supporter of ours. We also had Gary Polk, who is a professor at Cal State Dominguez Hills, who is our new partner and really wanting to take Nifty to the next level with the helps of Dominguez Hills. We then had the pilot, Brandon from American Airlines. We had Donna Estacio, who is the government affairs representative from American Airlines. And we had, I can't remember her name. I think it was Miss Jackson from Doolin's.
Oh, right, yeah. Valerie Jackson.
From Doolin's.
So you had some new people sign up, like the pilot and the other person from American Airlines?
American Airlines was a sponsor, we did want to make sure that they had a representation at the
that's great.
at the judges' table. And Donna we worked together. She actually invited me to sit at American Airlines table for the Urban League Gala.
Good.
And we've just been building a relationship.
So is it going to be ongoing? Their support
I'm hoping
is going to be ongoing?
This is good. We want it to grow and get bigger.
Yeah, that would be good. So every year that you do this, you could get one of the sponsoring entities to continuously sponsor. That would be great.
That would be great.
And sit
that's our
on
goal.
the board.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will follow up with her.
Yes, that would be great. because American Airlines, they're due to do some due diligence in the community.
All
You
of
see what
them
I'm saying?
should be doing some
Do
due
some due
diligence.
diligence in the community
I
right
need to
now.
hit them all up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
boy, they need some. That would be a great outreach program
It
for
would be
them, wouldn't it?
great media.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Great press, I should say.
Yeah, because their PR would go up. Their stock might go up
Definitely.
because they're lacking these days.
Yeah.
But it's a great program to be able to help our kids or to expose our children to entrepreneurship. I was pretty blessed because I'm a third generation, and that's the only thing I knew from growing up. And I don't know, did you have entrepreneurs? Well, you're Jamaican, man. Your whole country is an entrepreneur
I
world.
didn't have any official entrepreneurs. I have some unofficial entrepreneurs. Doing business, but they didn't have their official license or whatever. But yes, as minorities, we have to create our own opportunities.
We do.
Because there's nothing there for us. They're always telling us no. And this is one of the things that we talk about on our show all the time, that as an entrepreneur, the system is designed to tell us no. The bankers say no. The clients say no. The contract providers say no. Our competitors say no. So even the family members will say no. No, I don't have time to help you.
Yes.
So everybody's saying no. So we got to create a way for the yes to come out.
Yes.
Right.
So we got to go out there and, whatever we're coming up with is going to be disruptive, but it's great, and that's what Hana did. She came up with that system, which I'm thinking is so phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
Yeah,
we
so-
just have to get the backing for
Yes.
it.
Right, get the backing for her and support.
Exactly.
One of the things I'm doing I sit on the board of a tennis program called Pete Brown Junior Tennis Program, and we teach inner city kids how to play tennis, and it's a free program for them. We have classes every Saturday morning from 10 to 1 o'clock, I think. So there's an educational component that we're teaching them about the history of black tennis.
Right.
And that starts, and that was one of the reasons we took the 14 kids to the ATA. But this year, actually this month, I'm incorporating an entrepreneur component of that. And each one of the kids will create a business or a product or service or something, solve a pain that's went into tennis, so that they're now learning about being business owners in addition to possibly competing on a national level or what have you.
That's great.
Not all of them will be national. We got a phenom right now. She's 13 years old. And she will be the next Serena or Venus. I mean, she beat out 3 women.
Wow.
20 in their 20s. She was 13 years old.
Wow.
And she played Bob McAdoo. Used to
know
play
Bob.
his daughter.
Yeah.
She's 25 years old, just finished Georgia Tech.
Wow.
And she gave the girl a run for her money. It was a dog fight.
Good for her.
I love
And so,
that.
but she just wrecked the other. One was 22 and one was 20. They were so messed up that they were being beat by a 13-year-old that they were all discombobulated.
That's good. I
so
like that.
We know she's going to the
Yes.
pros.
See,
She's probably
I'm-
not even going to make it through college.
I'm always rooting for the underdog.
Me too.
But the rest of them, tennis will be something that will be in their lives. Some of them will go and they'll hopefully they'll all get a scholarship, a school scholarship. But if that's not in their making for them to be a pro, then at least be able to work in the industry by creating a product or a service or having your own business that you could still just be just as successful.
Right.
And so that's what we're going to incorporate.
That is good.
And it's so important that we add that component.
Right.
So what you did, and school is going to be different when you go back this year because you're going to see it from a different angle.
Right.
Yeah, math makes a
different
different.
mindset.
Yeah, math has a different connotation when you didn't created a profit.
Exactly.
I'm actually going to take financial algebra this year.
Good.
Which before I was like,
Yeah.
oh, they just dropped it on me because I couldn't get into pre-calc. But now I'm like, oh, all right.
So now it makes sense,
Works
right?
out nicely.
Yeah.
It does work out nicely.
Yeah, and marketing and English will have a different, because now you had to do some writing. So it has a different meaning.
It does, and a lot of kids say that after they've taken a NFTE course. Or we have one teacher who is a math teacher and also teaches NFTE, and she'll often refer back to, remember in math class when I taught you this and you thought you'd never use it? Here it is. And they get it, and it makes better sense.
Yeah. The couple of kids that had bakery products in the class, and then they had to, how many cookies could they make out of a pound of flour, and they're like, oh wow! I said, yeah. Remember those fractions?
Yeah.
Here, this is where you apply this.
Exactly.
Here.
So you do use those skills again.
Yeah, you do.
Sure.
So pay attention, Hana.
But that makes school different.
It does.
And I'd love to have a conversation with you after the first semester to see how different that's going to be.
Right.
You know what's amazing about what you just said about that? That's how we learn math in Jamaica.
Really?
Oh, really?
That's how we learn math.
Real life math.
Real life math, How many of this will it take to do this in this period of time? Or if a train is going this number of miles per hour, how long will it take to get to this? And then you start thinking, because you're putting yourself on the train. Okay, I'm on the train, I'm driving,
Right.
And you figure it out.
Yeah.
So...
And now it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It relates to something.
I think we should still do that right now with our youth and also with some of our adults that we're teaching entrepreneurship. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, about what both of you are saying. And I'm thinking that I would love for us to establish a partnership with NFTE with my program, Small Biz Pro.
I would love that.
Because the entrepreneurs that you're building, they need to have a tool to understand infrastructure development, how they can run their business from the operation side, the financial side, the business planning side, and the business and market development side. You see what I mean?
I hear what you're saying, yes.
So I want Crystal and I to do a sit down with you and your organization and see how we can have them use it. So while you're teaching these kids, they'll have something practical to see, okay, this is how you do the balance sheet. This is how you do the profit and loss. This is how you upload it. This is how you retrieve it. You see what I mean?
Right, yes.
That's what we're going to do.
Thank you.
And the same for you, Hana. We're going to give you lifetime membership in that program as well. Okay?
So now the best thing about this is a research component.
Oh,
so, we have to do the research. You have to keep just not sure where you're going.
Yes.
This makes it a little bit easier.
Exactly.
And you can keep your schoolwork and stuff there as well.
Yes.
You upload it to it, and it's all in one place. Huh?
Definitely.
Yeah, that'd be
so
cool.
This is going to be amazing. This is like $100 million system right now.
$100 million.
We just haven't gotten paid yet.
It's coming.
But after your pitch in a couple of weeks,
after my
you'll be
pitch
$100
at the
million.
Hispanic Shark Tank, it's going to be coming. So let's keep that in mind.
That's good.
I am promoting or pitching to this is the University of College of Beauty. Remember when Ken was here? One of the things I had said to Ken was, when we are teaching our hairstylists and barbers, we're doing them a disservice if we're not teaching them how to be business owners.
Yes.
And so that's usually not part of their curriculum. So I'm going to have a meeting with him next week to talk about that, because there's some opportunities in place where they could actually purchase beauty supply stores and then have their shop in the store, but they need to know how to run a business, how to purchase and price and the merchandising and all that sort of stuff. So he's very much open to that. He's moving to his school is moving to Inglewood. And right now, they're going to be one of the largest schools in the black community, because Marinella is no longer here. And so the University College of Beauty, which has been around for a little while, they're moving kind of in that space. And a lot of people can't go to, they're not interested in going to four-year colleges. But there are a lot of, in our communities, there are a lot of black and brown that are in the beauty industry.
And very talented.
And very talented. Very. And just imagine if they actually were selling the hair and all the products in addition to doing the hair.
Yeah.
That's a whole different marketplace.
Exactly. And not relying on someone to do it for them or buying it from someone else.
Right, exactly.
Take command of your business.
Oh, we have a caller.
So we got a phone call.
Hello, who's calling?
Cassandra, hello, Crystal.
Hey,
Cassandra, how are
Cassandra.
you?
Welcome to the Business Zone.
Yes. I just wanted to say hello and just welcome Crystal back, and thank you again for letting me sit in for her last week.
Yes, it was wonderful. We had a blast.
I just knew that he would be quite happy if he was surrounded by beautiful women, and he had 5 of them.
Yes, it was awesome. We had a great time.
Yes.
But I also wanted to call in and talk about the NFTE program. I was so excited and honored to meet 25 of the participants at my office.
Oh, yes.
Really enjoyed them. And so I just wanted to say congratulations to the winner of the program. And
Thank you.
You guys look great. All of you guys look great today.
Thank you.
She's here right now. You want to say hi to her? Her name is Hana.
Yes. Hello, Hana. How are you? Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm good.
Do you remember Cassandra?
That's when we went
When
to
you
the-
guys visited on the west side, Playa Vista?
We went to the virtual reality with the glasses, and they were doing the drawing. You remember?
It's a nice
I remember
facility.
we went,
You remember the big, nice facility that you went to over there?
She remembers the trip.
Yeah, I remember the trip,
yes.
but I don't
Yeah.
remember meeting a specific person.
Yeah, I don't think you met her. I think she was just around. She was hovering around the sides. But she invited us to that amazing place, and
Thank
the
you.
kids got to do the virtual reality and draw on with the art thing. What was that? Do the art show, and I think you showed them the 3D printing as well, didn't you?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, that was a great component to our trip. That was just before we headed off to the airlines.
Thank you for that opportunity. That was wonderful. I saw pictures. It looked amazing.
Yeah, we all had a good time, and then we thank you for your hospitality.
Oh, you're welcome. And everyone there thought they were the most well-behaved and the most just awesome, impressive group they've ever seen.
That's great.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
We'll pass on that. We'll pass that on to all of the participants.
You know, Cassandra, maybe we should make that a part of the program where they come visit your facility every year.
Yeah, we can
Oh, yeah, we would love
work
that.
it in there.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, and have you possibly as one of the judges when we?
Oh, that would be even better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I would love that as well. Just a very, very, very impressive organization.
Thank
and
you.
I would love to participate in any way, form, or possibility, any way for me to help out. I would love to.
Thank you.
Well, Cassandra, while you're on the phone right now, did you want to talk a little bit about your program you're doing for those interns that you're using, those youth interns?
Yes. The name of my company is I Am Digi, and we're a digital media firm. And yeah, we reach out to different organizations internationally, not just here locally or in the United States, but even international. We teach digital marketing and media, and because right now that's so important right now in just all aspects of business. So we have 2 interns right now from French Guyana, and they're business students. They're in their university in their country, and right now we're having them handle a couple of media marketing campaigns for some of our clients. And so they're really enjoying themselves. They look forward to coming back. And and we're planning on having the same program for some children here locally. So we're excited about paying it forward, because our children are our future, are definitely our future.
Now, what age are the interns?
One is 19 and the other is 20.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So,
Perfect.
Yeah, they're like first and second year of college.
Okay. Well, I have a few referrals that
That's
I've.
awesome.
Yeah.
We would love that.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your hospitality.
Thank you
And
again.
we have our camp again next summer. We'll bring out another grouping of young people.
Okay. Well, that'd be awesome. So you guys have a great rest of the show, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Cassandra. Appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much. And you and I will talk soon, okay?
Okay, and I look forward to meeting with you too, Crystal, next week.
Oh, yes. I heard you're doing magical things with RBD's website. And I do thank you for that, because my plate has gotten really quite full.
Oh, no. Teamwork makes the dream work.
It certainly does.
That's right. Thanks, Jasandra.
Okay, take care, you guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was great.
So you were in teaching prior to, I thought, from your...
Yeah, I started teaching with Teach for America, and I taught for 2 years in Compton School District, and then moved to teach at LAUSD for 8 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your course? What course did you teach?
Elementary school. I started off teaching special ed SDC class,
Okay.
and then moved into kindergarten and kind of up the ranks. Second grade was kind of my sticking point, but I did go up as far as fifth grade.
Right.
And then I left public school and went into public school, and I was the director of a school for special needs in Santa Clarita for a couple of years. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So have you dabbled into entrepreneurial teaching?
I have not.
Yeah.
That is not my background.
That's not your background.
I am learning as the students are learning.
Yeah.
On the job training, and they teach me a lot. I have a very entrepreneurial staff, a team, I should say, that Bracy has her master's in social entrepreneurship, and Kenny is now getting his MBA. So they help me to learn.
Oh, okay, good. Because Crystal and I were planning on building a bench of facilitators. So when we go out and we're teaching our programs, we can have them help out as well.
Well, I know that both Bracy and Kenny love to give back to the community, and would definitely assist in any way possible.
Okay.
And Bracy, actually, her area of expertise which is an area that we really need to start focusing on, is social enterprises. So, nonprofits they don't tread. They have a hard time finding funding.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think our new crop coming out, we do still need the nonprofit arm, but we need them to be able to create businesses or components of that business that they can be sustainable.
Right.
I
So
think
they
that's
can
really
seek out funding.
And most of them, nonprofits, don't know anything about social enterprises. And I get that question, like, what is a social enterprise? And then I'll go Homeboy Enterprises or the, what's the one with AIDS? The Out of the Closet?
Yeah, AIDS Healthcare Foundation.
Right. So those are ones, those would be your ones that have been around for a long time and are sustainable for themselves. So a lot of them could do that, but they don't know anything about the social. And so it's amazing that it's now a degree program.
It is. I was amazed too. And I love that Nifty we have our students to focus on giving back to the community, looking for the problem in their community and offering a solution, just as Hana did. There's a need, and teaching them to become social entrepreneurs. It's interesting that they don't view the market owner or the street vendor as an entrepreneur. And when you ask them who are the entrepreneurs in their community, they say, Ralph's or...
Right.
No.
Right, because they don't see
They don't see, no. The gentleman or the young lady that's out there selling ice cream after school...
Or the little guy that's the little cart that goes down the street with the bell, bing, 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 and he's got ice cream and stuff. And that's a major part of the culture.
Yes.
And in fact, it was so funny. I was talking to my girlfriend. She lives in Inglewood, and we were saying that with the gentrification of our communities, there are certain things that go on in the community that's indicative to the culture that is represented, like Boyle Heights. So the little guy with the cart, that's indicative to that culture. And people expect him to be coming down with the ice cream and the milk and whatever, or the food truck.
Right.
Exactly. Those are entrepreneurs.
Yes.
They're small mom and pop, but they're still entrepreneurs.
Got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere. So it's very, very important that we do. And the social part of it, I know with my business, I've always had a philanthropy part of my business. So, it might be, I was with Girl Scouts. It started from when I first started in business. So I did Girl Scouts, and then I did skiing, and now I'm doing tennis, and in the NFTE program, and that's all part of, and it makes my business that much more rewarding. Because when I come off of like a month last month, even though it was tiring, I'm very fulfilled that I helped others besides just me. And at the same time, you get rewarded because that's what the universe does. It rewards you for doing that.
For giving. That's true. It gives back to those who give.
To give. And so you're going to be feeding people that need your services. Right. And so it's already incorporated. And that's a good thing.
It is a great
thing.
So
we're at the 4:30 hour of the show, and we really want to invite more and more entrepreneurs and callers to call into our show. Our number is 323-293-3375. You're on the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. Take a break.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
So we're back on the Business Zone with
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, the small business paramedic. We're having a ball here on the show.
Through Kim.
I'm thinking roller bags.
No, like rollers. When you're a kid, you had your little rollers.
Hana doesn't know about that. Hana, when I was growing up, you had these pink sponge rollers that and you took the curl out, and your curl was like this tight on your
right, exactly, so that they wouldn't be laying all over the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, we made little roller bags. We made bags, and you sew a 6-inch square, and then put a drawstring, and you dump your rollers in there.
And needed.
It is needed. We solved the problem.
Yes.
Our two guests on the show is Kimberly Small and Hana. Hana, what's your last name?
Chun.
Chung.
Chun.
Chun.
So
C-H-U-N.
Chun.
C-H-U-N. Chung.
Chun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Hana Chun, our winner of the NFTE program, the business plan writing competition, and Hana is $750. I was going to say $1,000. $750 richer today.
Yes.
And she's sharing some wisdom, sharing her ideas and how she wants to move on to the next level.
And she also won. She also got $100 for participating in the camp.
All right.
So she actually came away
$850.
You got tickets from American Airlines.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Where are you going to go?
To the Rams football game.
Yes.
Yeah, to football game. Yeah. That's cool. You were going to ask a question just now or make a comment about the rollers?
Oh, when you said that, I thought you said like roller skate bags, like bags for your roller.
Well, we could have used it for that. We could have made those too. We did roller bags. We did pajama bags. My mom was into bags. So it was an easy zip, 4 zips on the sewing machine. And that's how we got started.
That's great.
And by the time I was in junior high, I was already making my own clothes.
Wow.
And my mom was actually a seamstress and a tailor. So she just incorporated that in our education.
So you did you take home ec or did you not have to take home ec?
I did take home ec, but I was already making my own clothes by that point in time. So I was just making product and everybody else was learning because I already had the seamstress at home. In fact, I probably sewed for myself all my formal wear, all of my work wear up until Ross was... when they opened up the Ross, it was much cheaper to go to Ross to buy clothes than it was to make clothes, and that's when I stopped sewing. But up until that, I had learned, my sister and I, we learned how to sew when we were 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
It starts young.
Yeah, my mom was no joke.
No. Good for her.
Yeah, with Arnie, we're doing everything. We were her little servants.
Yeah.
You guys are lucky.
Okay. I don't. You haven't met my mom. I'm her servant too. Not with sewing, with cleaning.
Oh, okay. That's what my mom used to say. That's why that's why I had you. You washed the dishes. You ironed the clothes. That's why we had you. So that's what we thought.
So, Hana, do you want to share something else with the audience out there with regard to your entrepreneurship, your ability, what you're doing right now, what you'd like to do, anything?
What are your future plans? What are your future plans?
Hopefully I'll get the money soon and then start. But then school will also be starting. So then just trying to find a balance between school and sports and then starting a business. And then, but like hopefully I want to eventually like get a tower garden and start planning it and start selling it. Obviously I'd have to start small because $750 isn't a lot of money, but it's something. But then eventually growing on that.
So where would you plant this? Where would you have the first tower?
In my grandma's backyard.
Okay. So you had thinking of what type of produce you would be growing?
Probably like strawberries.
Okay.
It's like, I think California is responsible for like a huge majority, like over 90% of the strawberries of the nation. California is a great place to grow strawberries. And they're really yummy. So I like strawberries.
Would you consider writing a little book on that concept? I mean, you don't have to tell them your trade secrets or anything, but you see what I mean? Because I think that might be helpful to some extent. Because we're talking about Tower Garden, but how many people know about Tower Gardens?
It's a really hard concept for people to grasp.
Right. So maybe you can just give them an overview in the book of what it is. Not really, sharing what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. You see what I mean?
Well, there are a couple of urban gardens. I know there's one in Compton.
Right.
I think one of them is called the Garden of Eden. Someone that's a colleague of mine works there. And then I think in Culver City, they have some communal gardens.
Right.
And then if you're on the East Coast in New York, you don't have yard space, so they utilize those. And I was telling my sister, because we live up here in the hills and we have raccoons and coyote and wolves and foxes and all kinds of animals. We have all and possum. You see them at night. In fact, on the app next door, people have taken pictures of the wolf that runs through the community. So we were thinking if we were going to have a garden, we'd have to have something that would be
protected and secure.
Like that, to put at the back of the house, so that they wouldn't come in and eat up everything.
And they will.
Right. We got wild animals. Raccoons, they just take it right off the tree. You would put it in. Now, does it have so it's a tower and I saw the picture. So is it like a what do they call that? Like the wire caging to keep it protected?
No. Because the wire caging is kind of more for like keeping it standing straight up.
Okay.
the tower already does that.
Oh, okay.
But like most people do in a greenhouse, so that's how you keep it secure.
So I know I saw some of your numbers. So to get started, say with the first tower, is there a kit, or you would kind of create the
kit?
Or a kit where it comes with the pot, it comes with the...
Yeah, it comes with everything, and it comes with some seeds too, or like gift cards to get seeds, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, another part of your business idea could be you could give this as a gift. You could give it for Mother's Day or Father's Day or birthday. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you could make money that way.
Yeah, that would be another side. So a self-contained tower garden, if they're not quite sure how to do it, then they could buy the whole package from you. Yeah.
And then you know what your next step will be? To get on QVC.
Yeah.
You remember Laurie Grenier, one of the sharks, the female shark? Mm-hmm. That's her playground right there. Yeah. And she loves planting. She loves those things that you're doing.
Well, actually, she could do that once she mastered it and got, maybe her first couple crops. Yeah. You could go and pitch it on Shark Tank.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? So it's endless. Opportunities are endless.
Because didn't Tim Coleman, didn't he pitch for Shark Tank?
He did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we had another...
Did he get funding?
He didn't. It was for a television show, a scholastic television show.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think we had a kid, was it Mo? Was not Mo Bo? Chooks. I think he was on Shark Tank as a little boy. He was our youngest. Chook was 8. He was our youngest.
Is he that little one who his father was? No, was he the one where his father is from Nigeria or something like that? And he was talking about all those businesses. Yeah, that kid was amazing.
Oh yeah, Chook. Chook was in our class a couple years ago. Chook he's a comedian and he's an actor. He's actually on one of the Nickelodeon shows, and so he makes bow ties and he has these dreads, and he's like this little man, and his dad is Nigerian, but they're his social managers, and so he was in class one day, and he was having a phone interview with Disney. Wow! So one of the kids, and so we knew this, and so we were like, Chook won't be in class; he's got to go to one of the conference rooms and have a phone interview. So this kid, he was 17, went, I don't have appointments. This 7-year-old has appointments. But he has a full acting. He's been acting since he was like 3 years old.
He sounds like a grown man.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So he does. He has his own comedy. He does live comedy. He does stand-up comedy as well.
At a young age.
At a young age.
We should play that show again.
Yeah, because he came in here.
You had him on the show, right?
Yeah, his little bow ties. Yeah, he's adorable. We've had some pretty good. We had a magician who actually has been working since he was like 9 years old, and he was 16, 17 years old. Yeah. So he won one of the years. This is I was assisting. I wasn't certified at that time.
Okay.
We've had some amazing kids that have come through our 2-week BizCamp.
You find some hidden treasures in there.
Oh yes.
They shine through.
Yeah.
So Kim, tell me, how do you conduct outreach for the program, for the NFTE program?
Well, great question. I use resources like you and Crystal. I use avenues like this. Yeah. We partner with we have some sponsors that are national sponsors. Yeah. We have board members that help with recruiting recruiting volunteers. Right. The staff's out always at events. We're always handing out cards. It's important to me that our volunteers look like our students, that they see themselves in the volunteers that are in the classroom, in the judges, in the guest speakers. It's important to me that our students hear from all walks of life and hear their journey and hear how they got to where they are. So I am always doing outreach, always recruiting. Right. It's funny that you mentioned the Latino Chamber of Commerce. I am in a cohort with the executive director, Moises Cisneros.
For the LA Latino Chamber. Oh, okay,
and good. He is constantly sending out to all of us.
He's a good guy.
Invites, and I attend events to get more community volunteers, more financial financiers, I should say, and investments. Sometimes there are angel investors out there, and also getting sponsorships for our students.
I think you should keep at it.
I will.
Because it's something that they definitely will support. I mean, they have their pool of entrepreneurs. Those entrepreneurs have kids, and those are the ones you'll bring into the program.
It's truly it's been a supportive relationship, but also with we have like I said, professor at Cal State Dominguez Hills, Gary Polk, who's been very supportive as well. He was a judge at the finals, and he's wanting his students on Dominguez's campus to go out into the community and volunteer and get involved as well.
That's good.
So,
and I know the people that have come in to our classes, they walk away going, "Oh my God, what a rewarding experience!"
Right.
Just sitting down with the kids.
Yeah.
I thought the guy that came in from KTLA, and they're a cohort of doing a partnership with the Urban League, and he was just so excited. I think he was so excited he left his sunglasses. He had to come back. He didn't want to leave. The year before, we had some people came to drop something off, and it's like, "What you guys doing?"
Right,
and then we incorporated them, and they were there for 5 hours. Like, okay, but it's very rewarding.
Once you meet the kids and you hear their story and you hear their pitches and you see their business plan, it's almost like we got them.
Yeah.
But getting the kids in front of those people, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
We have, like I said, you guys to support us and get our kids seen and heard. I can paint a beautiful picture, but until you actually see it and hear it in real life time, then you don't quite get it. And we hired, days notice, we hired a photographer for an event we had just this week. And the young man, by the time he left, we were hugging, and he's saying, "Tell me when the next, give me a calendar of events. I don't want this to end. We asked for the pictures by next week. We got them all last night."
Right.
Amazing.
Right,
Amazing.
exactly.
He wants his father to get involved, who's a professor. If you see it, you believe it.
Right.
And the kids are amazing. They just keep me in awe. And as hard as I work, day in and day out, sometimes 7 days a week, I do it for them. I work for them. And it's an honor to work for them, and I'll keep going.
Right.
And I know for me, especially when this is a year-long program.
Yes.
And then when we condense that down
To
to
2 weeks.
to 2 weeks.
10 days.
10 days. I mean, that's incredible.
It is incredible. And I don't think people really get it
Right.
until you compare the year-long to 10 days.
Or they actually witness it themselves, so they can see what the kids
exactly.
went through.
And we don't dumb it down. I mean, I teach them. I've actually used factions of the NFTE program with my adults because there's some components that really help reinforce it. But it's not. The best thing I guess about the program is reinforced with activities. Like when you saw the video, they were given a task. Here, take a styrofoam cup, a saucer, some straws, and make a business out of it.
Innovation.
Innovation, and then come back and give it a name, give it a tagline, and who's it servicing. Right. And they have to all do that within like an hour. So
and it takes that. It takes that long. We recently did it with at a LAUSD linked learning workshop for teachers, and Kenny and I did it. We had an hour and about an hour and a half. It took up most of the workshop because the teachers did not want to stop. They enjoyed it. They videotaped it. They enjoyed pitching it. They really took the time and effort into preparing this activity. So the NFTE's great because we do offer a lot of hands-on activities that get the kids understanding and understanding by really tapping into all of the learning modalities and learning by doing.
Right, exactly.
And
that reinforcement, I think, is how they get it so quickly.
Yes.
Because we don't have a lot of time to go into all the details of talking about organization, and the partnership, and I can just do a sweep through, and even the marketing part and even the financials, it's a sweep through. I can't go through the details that I would do in a 12-week program, but somehow or another other. They grasp it.
They do. They do, and they're able to answer the questions. Like you said, they did get grilled at the judges' table, like Shark Tank. We tell our judges when we do our orientation, these are students, and especially if it's a 2-week camp. It's a 2-week camp. This is usually a year course, but don't hold back.
Right, don't hold back.
Don't hold back because they're up for it, and they usually knock it out the park. So,
So was that difficult? Speaking of, when I did get to the financials,
like
when
you
the part
taught
with,
it. Yeah, it was a lot and a lot of time. It was because the classes were 8 hours long.
Yeah, 8 hours long. They come in at 8 o'clock. Their class starts at 9.
Yeah.
And they get to eat. They get breakfast, and then they get to and then it's just like I'm just
work.
and then it's lunch, and then they eat, and then and then they have a break, and and they're like, oh man,
that's good.
And when I start out, I'm real nice. It's like the three of us, is me, Rhonda, and Bonnie. Rhonda Sanford and Bonnie at the Los Angeles Urban League. So Bonnie does food and logistics.
Yes.
And then Rhonda is like the director in the back. And so you don't be sent to her. And so I'm all nice until we get to day 6.
Then Crystal means business.
Yeah, and then they're like, where did she come from? Right?
Who is this? Send me back Crystal.
But these kids were great because I didn't have to yell as much as I did.
They were a good group of kids.
Yeah, and we
Really
were in a
good.
much smaller space.
Yeah, we were worried about that at first.
Oh man, and I was worried, and I don't know how you guys did this. Maybe because they're already used to being indoors. But the year before, we were across the street and we had a backyard, so you guys could go out at break time and be out up underneath the canopy, and you didn't have to stay in the classroom. But here, you guys had to stay in the classroom.
Yeah, that was tough.
And I was like, oh my God, how are these kids going to stay here all day?
We
and
would leave the classroom. We shield our eyes from the sun. We would burn. We're like, oh, that tells you something.
Oh, we have a caller. Who's calling, please?
Crystal Mitchell, Linda Morgan, Anthony Penn wants to ask you a question.
Linda Bourne.
Hey, Linda, how are you?
Fine.
What's the question?
Well, the question is for the woman that's talking about the veggie tower.
Yes.
Yes, and so what's the cost of the tower, and what is her contact information?
Oh, look at that. Go ahead.
The tower cost about $550, including shipping and everything. My contact information.
You can contact me. I'm the director, and I will put you in contact with Hana. My name is Kimberly Small, and my email address is kimberly.small, SMALL, at NFTE.com. It's nifty. N as in Nancy, F as in Frank, T as in Tom, E as in Edward.
Okay.
Awesome.
And Mr. Anthony Penn, I think you should get involved with Nifty because of that. You're doing Toastmasters, and I think that would be a major component because the kids do have to do presentations from day one, and that is an area that we've had a little void in.
We need to, yes, please email me. We definitely want to work on our students' presentation skills. We have some students like Hana who, even though she said she was very nervous, she seemed very natural.
Right.
But it doesn't always come that easy for some of our students. So we would definitely appreciate your support.
Well, I would love to give my support. And since this is a business zone broadcast, let me give you a tip. To contact me, you contact me at Anthony@AnthonyPenn.com. Anthony@AnthonyPenn.com. And so for the veggie towers, if you have something like veggies at VeggieTower.com, just go buy the domain name, or make it up, or V Towers, or whatever you would like to use. Buy the domain. It's very inexpensive. And then that way, it's easier for us to remember, not have to write stuff down and retrieve it and go, okay, what did that woman tell me? And what piece of paper did I write it on? And that way it makes it easy to find.
That's a very good point,
Very
Anthony.
good.
Very
Very
good point.
good.
Well taken.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. So we're going to incorporate you and Toastmasters into the NFTE program.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'll be happy to be able to.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
And Miss
you.
Linda, congratulations on becoming part of the Morris Media Studio family.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be. Y'all gonna be on my show.
So when is your show? Tell us when your show is.
It's gonna debut on August the 20th, Sunday, 3 p.m.
All right.
Well, we will definitely support you as you supported us, and we're so excited for you. And again, welcome to the family. And Miss Felicia over here, she's an amazing engineer person. She will really be a help to you just like she was for us.
Yes, she is.
Absolutely. Well, you guys enjoy. We've been listening and supporting the show, so keep it up.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
We
Alrighty.
Thank you, Mr. Penn, and thank you, Linda. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, look at that, guys. We're already 9. We only got about 4 minutes left.
That's
Isn't
what I'm
that
talking
fast?
about.
We're in a hurry.
Any final words you want to wrap up with, both of you?
I would love to offer your listeners the opportunity to get involved with students like Hana and work with NFTE. As I said, my email address is kimberly.small@nfte.com. We are always looking for volunteers to speak in our classrooms, to coach our students, or to judge our competitions that we have at the end of the school year, or host field trips out to like KTLA. So please contact me if you're interested in volunteering with NFTE. And thank you both for this opportunity. Thank you, Hana.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we just want to say
Thank you.
congratulations
Yes.
to you, Hana, and we're so proud of you. I'm so proud of you always when I have the result after all the work that
I
is
know.
done. And
When
it's,
it-
it's like a
You
more
get
children.
that quick result, though,
I
because
do, I
it's
know.
10 days.
Yes.
You get to see start to finish.
Yes, yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
it really is awesome. You just, Crystal, you just don't play. You get right to the point.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Well, Hannah, thank you so much for your creativity, your ingenuity, and being involved in that program and being an example to other entrepreneurs and youth out there.
Yeah,
Keep it up.
and reach out to us, and we're definitely here for you, and we will help you whatever you need to do. But we definitely would love to see you get your business off the ground, and so you just reach out to us. Always, entrepreneurs always have to ask.
Okay.
Okay, so you just have to ask. And before we wrap up, Recycling Black Dollars has a event coming up on August 17th. It is another amazing relationship building workshop. It won't be this amazing guy over here, but it's going to give you more skills to continue to build on your networking skills, because that is the core of how we do business. You just saw it here. We all were networking
That's
together
right.
and being able to develop that skill. So it is August 17th from 9 a.m. It is at the U.S. Bank Community Room at Crenshaw and Slauson. If you're interested, give me a call at 323-447-7272, and that is Crystal, or you can email me at cmitchell@rbdmedia.org, rbdmedia.org, and I'll get you the information and send you over a flyer.
Excellent. And I just want to thank you again, Kimberly.
Thank you.
Kimberly Small, Director of the NFTE Program. We
Thank
really
you,
want to
Gilbert.
thank her for this a pool of great entrepreneurs that you're cultivating.
We're starting a movement in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Glad to have you aboard.
Yeah, that's fun.
I'm still trying to figure out, when and how I can contribute, because I really want to, but my schedule is so crazy.
Well,
It's
this
all
is
over the place.
contribution. This
Yeah.
is contribution.
Excellent.
And we
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
And since we're going to be talking about the Small Biz Pro program being a part of it, That's going to be great. Too.
Yes, it will be.
And we actually can have, she obviously came of my program, or our program, but, your startup program and any of the kids that are coming out of any of the other programs, we can give them a platform.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
That's great.
so let's do that. And that way we can continue the exposure, and it just won't be from one source.
That'll be great.
Because the more people, and so you'll get a copy of the video.
Okay.
And you can utilize it in marketing. You will get a copy of the video. You can now be a celebrity at your school.
Put it on social media.
Excellent. And Crystal, do you want to tell them how they can get a hold of us, whether it's going to be on YouTube or they're going to go to
you can
the Business Zone?
You can go to the Business Zone with crystalandgilbert.com, and you can see the latest episodes, but you also can go to our YouTube channel, the Business Zone with Crystal and Gilbert, and you can see all our whole entire year of episodes. I think
right.
Today makes episode 56.
That's what I'm talking about. So we've been doing a lot of great shows. So for tuning in to the Business Zone, we want to thank you very much on behalf of the Business Zone, having our phenomenal Queen Bee here.
Yes.
Crystal Mitchell and Gilbert Buchanan, the small business paramedic. And we will see you next week.
Yes, we'll see you next week. And we have, we're talking about the cannabis industry next week. So you guys really want to tune in for the opportunities that will be available to you in all aspects of that industry.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And with that, we're out.
We're out.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.